Hi everyone and welcome. In the previous video we have covered the getting started guide for Luckfox Pico WebBee Linux micro development board. Okay, we have covered that how you can flash Buildroot operating system on the NAND storage, how you can set up your network connectivity, and how you can get the SSH access of your Luckfox Pico WebBee board. Okay, now in this video we are going to cover this topic, that how you can getting started with Luckfox Pico WebBee board again, but instead of flashing Buildroot operating system on the NAND storage, we are going to flash Ubuntu operating system on the SD card, and then after we'll cover the network setup, SSH access and everything. Okay, so we have to prepare the SD card in this method, and then we have to plug the SD card, okay, in our Luckfox Pico WebBee board, and then we can plug this board with our system, okay, to get the SSH access. So let's see how you can perform everything. Now here I have 64 GB of SD card plugged inside this SD card reader. I'm going to plug it in my system. Okay, now here is my SD card, okay, 64 GB. Now what I'm going to do is I will flash Ubuntu operating system inside this. So for that you have to download the SOC toolkit software, which I have already downloaded, and you have to download the Ubuntu operating system. So if you click on this link, okay, then here is the Luckfox Pico WebBee MicroSD card image available for Ubuntu operating system, which you can download and which I have already downloaded in my system. So operating system, WebBee and Ubuntu. So here I have already downloaded the zip file, and here I have extracted it, and here is the all file inside that zip file. Now let's see how you can create your SD card for Luckfox Pico WebBee with Ubuntu operating system. So you have to go to the software folder, you have to open SOC toolkit, okay, and you have to select the chip RV1103 because the Luckfox Pico WebBee board is based on the RV1103 chip. Then you have to press OK. Then after you have to navigate to the SD tool section. Okay, right now you can see we don't have any SD card, so I can unplug it, okay, and I can plug it again in my system. And then after you can see we have the SD card available here. We want to boot the operating system from the SD card, so I have to select SD boot option, and then I have to click on boot files. So we have to select the operating system files for the boot. So Luckfox operating system, WebBee, Ubuntu, MicroSD card image, and here you have to select all file, and then you have to exclude update.image file. Okay, so total you have to select 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 files, okay, and then you have to click on open. Make sure you have the 7 files available here: boot, environment, ID block, OEM, rootfs, uboot and the user data. Once you select all files here, all you have to do is just press on the create SD button. Okay, it will write everything on your SD card which you have plugged in your system, and then once your SD card is created, you will see the message that SD card is created, and then after you can unplug the SD card, plug it in the SD card slot, and you can plug this WebBee with your system. So let's wait until this process is done. Okay, now here you can see create SD card. Okay, so our SD card is ready. Now we can close this SOC toolkit software. We can unplug the SD card from our system, and I can plug this SD card here in the SD card slot. Okay, so we have plugged the SD card here in the SD card slot of Luckfox Pico WebBee board. Now you just have to plug this with your system, okay, without pressing the boot button. Okay, so I can just plug it, and that's it. Okay, you have to wait for a few seconds until the operating system is booted, and then after you have to open the view network connection. Once the operating system inside the Luckfox Pico WebBee successfully booted, you will hear one beep sound, and here you will have the remote NDI based internet sharing adapter. Okay, here you can see Ethernet 4 remote NDI based internet sharing device. Now you can right click and you can go to the properties. You can click on IPv4, and here you can see the IP address 172.32.0.23. Okay, and we know that we have flashed the Ubuntu operating system inside this SD card. So for the Ubuntu operating system, this is the default IP address, or you can say this is the IP address of this USB interface. Okay, 172.32.0.70, which is in the range of this IP address. So using this IP address, we can able to ping the Luckfox Pico WebBee board. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to ping this IP address from our command prompt. So ping IP address, and here you can see we are getting ping, means we are successfully connected with this Luckfox Pico WebBee board. Now I can use this SSH command to log into the terminal of our Luckfox Pico WebBee board. Okay, so paste that command here and then hit enter. Okay, now you have to provide the password, and the password is Luckfox. Okay, and then paste it and then hit enter. Okay, here you can see we are successfully logged into the terminal of our Luckfox Pico WebBee board. Now if you have Ubuntu operating system, then this is the default login, password, IP address, and the SSH login command. And if you have Buildroot operating system, then this is the default login, password, IP address, and the SSH command. Okay, and right now we are running with the Ubuntu operating system, so I have used this information. And here you can see we are successfully logged in. Welcome to Ubuntu 22.04.3. Okay, now let's check the block. So ls block, and here you can see MMC block 1, which is our SD card. Okay, 64 GB of SD card, and it is divided into the sub blocks. Now let's check the free memory. So free -h. So we have 64 MB of RAM available with this board. So product. Now if you scroll down, then here you can see we have 64 MB of DDR2 RAM available with this board. So that's why most of the RAM is used when you are going to use the Ubuntu operating system. Okay, now only 1 MB is free, but we have the swap memory of 1 GB which we can use. Now let's check the storage. Okay, so here is the storage details. Okay, this is our SD card, and here is the mount point of our SD card. Now let's check the CPU. So ls CPU. So here you can see architecture, ARM architecture, and we have only one core available in this, so that's why only one CPU is available. So I hope this is clear that how you can boot Luckfox Pico WebBee board with Ubuntu operating system and SD card. Now we will meet in the next video. And in the next video, again we are going to cover the getting started guide, but instead of flashing Ubuntu operating system, we are going to flash Buildroot operating system on the SD card. Okay, and then we'll cover the SSH access, network setup, and everything. So let's meet in the next video. Okay, till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.